What is up, everybody? It is Wick here. We are at a rummage sale, and we got another one to go to tomorrow morning, so we got a lot going on here, and I just got inside, and I'm looking for the electronics. We got appliances. They had a lot of appliances, but this rummage sale wanted like $10 a piece for appliances, and we're looking through the electronics trying to find some stuff. I passed a Bose back there. I don't think you saw it. I don't think I saw it. It was buried. I found it later, like right before I was leaving, and no one grabbed it. Kind of unreal, but I'm not seeing any VHS players or any DVD VCR combos. Kind of strange. Usually I pick those up first, but yeah, I'm not seeing any. Here's some phones and some electronics. Not really wanting to pick up any phones, but I see this Uniden loud and clear phone set here. So for $3, I know I can make some money on it, so I go ahead and grab that. And what's very frustrating is I forgot my IKEA bag. I was so mad at myself, so I'm going to be just holding this stuff in my hand. I do eventually pick up a bin and start putting it in there, then I put it up front, but wow, what a rookie mistake. So yeah, we're looking at the toys now, the plush. There's an interesting horse there I saw someone grab. I was kind of wondering if it might be American Girl. Looking at the games, what do we got here? There's a SpongeBob plush, might have been worth picking up. And we come over here, some more toys piled up, and there's a VeggieTales plush. That was extremely dirty and stained. I was not picking that up. And I can tell you, I'm very disappointed in myself. I thought that I did pretty good looking through all this stuff and picking out some of the better items. I'm not looking to pick up a bunch of big, bulky electronics or stuff that I have to clean and test and spend a lot of time on. Here is a Seen It Seinfeld game. I feel like I find these all the time sealed. But yeah, I was not looking to, buy a bunch of junk, but I passed up some stuff. I felt like I looked through everything well, but looking at this footage and clipping it together, I realized I missed some amazing things, and I should have looked at some more stuff. There's something I missed. Uno Blitzo. I was just talking about this in a few videos back. I said, hey, this is a BOLO item. It sells for like $60, $70 on Amazon. There it is right in front of my face. I don't even see it. I don't notice it. I don't even pick it up. What is wrong with me? It's very disappointing. We got that Double Dare down there and that Funhouse game. I didn't have any connection in this place, so I couldn't look up stuff. And I recently found this Double Dare game at a Goodwill, and it wasn't really worth picking up. If you're lucky and it's actually complete, then, you're only making like maybe $10. Chances are it's not going to be in that great a condition. There's a nice drone, but it was destroyed. The remote was missing the antenna. So I know that's not something I want to be buying and spending time on. They had a lot of clothes here, and they're stacked up, and I wanted to find some vintage clothing. I love looking for clothing and hats at the rummage sale. Books as well. We were looking for Stephen King, value tale books, anything that we can make a lot of money. Bible commentaries. We've made thousands of dollars off of those over the years. Didn't find any books at this particular rummage sale. Of course, in the live footage, maybe there's one sitting there that I missed. I don't want to know. Here's a guy right here. He stopped to look at all the hats. I did not notice. He grabbed some really good hats. I would say $100 to $200 in hats. And you know what? You just got to shrug and say it happens. You can't be everywhere in these rummage sales at the same time everyone else is. Just got to grab what you can. He was at the sale the next day, tomorrow, and I did get some hats before him. So a little bit of redemption there. So yeah, we're just looking through the clothes now. And I've actually got quite a bit of stuff already. I just wasn't filming when I grabbed it. I have to keep running it up to the desk there where they're holding my stuff for me, because I didn't bring an IKEA bag. Always bring a big bag to these rummage sales because you don't have time to be doing what I'm doing today. So yeah, looking at the shoes weren't great at this sale. The jackets weren't great at this sale either. Prices were pretty good except for the appliances. I don't know why they were wanting like $10 for blenders and toasters, and some blenders are worth $10. I didn't see any of the special ones. So yeah, I'm just kind of looking around here. I had to be somewhere, so I couldn't spend too much time in here. I did spend about 45 minutes. Looking at the hats, I didn't see anything that was particularly great that he left. It was obvious he was a hat collector or a reseller anyway, just based on the vintage hats he was grabbing. So yeah, I did find a sweatshirt, but yeah, let me show you what I got on this particular haul. So I am back home from the rummage sale. We're going to go over the haul from that rummage sale. Then tomorrow we got another one in the morning to go to, so we'll go hit that one, try to find some stuff, and we'll do a haul after that. So it turned out to be pretty good. I probably could have got more. There's just so many people there. Saw a lot of people with things in their hands that I missed. That's just how it goes. I learned a long time ago going to garage sales and rummage sales that you cannot worry about what other people are buying because it's just going to happen. So yeah, let's start over here. We'll start with these board games first. We got this first edition Simpsons Clue. I've sold this multiple times on Amazon. It sells pretty good, selling for about 38 bucks right now. Paid $1 for it. And then we got this Pit right here. This is a game. I didn't have any phone connection, so I couldn't look anything up. But yeah, it looks like it's selling for about 17 plus shipping, 20 plus shipping. So that's a pretty good pickup for 25 cents. We picked up a Seinfeld Seen It. I don't know how many times I've found this game sealed in the wild. It's crazy. It's got to be the #1 game I find sealed. And price seems to fluctuate quite a bit. I've sold it before for a decent profit. Right now, it's like $38 on Amazon. It's $3 at this sale, so we went ahead and grabbed it. Being brand new sealed, we'll make some money on that. And then this game, Do You Meme BSF Edition. This was not on Amazon. It's brand new sealed. Again, I just picked it up. Any sealed games I'm going to pick up. Any sealed puzzles I'm going to pick up. It looks like it's selling for about 20 bucks on eBay. So we'll make some profit on that. Here's another game. I have never seen this before in the wild that I can remember. $1. Again, I didn't have connection. So, you just buy it because it's $1. And it looks like it's a good game. Instinct was right. It's selling new for about $90 with like a 2,000 rank in Amazon, which is very good. No one's selling it used or collectible right now, so I'll probably price this about 75 bucks. So between all the board games, I think I've done very well. Put a total of estimation on the screen for profit. There's a couple people buying a lot of the electronics that were there. They didn't pick up this. I came back toward the end. I was there probably about 45 minutes looking. And saw this. I'm like, no one bought this Bose. $5. This is a SoundDock Series 2. I've bought and sold these many times before. You got the power adapter, which is great because that can sell alone for $20, $25 if this unit doesn't work. It uses the old iPod connection. So yeah, I can test it with an old iPhone that has that connection. See if it at least powers up. I thought the remote was in there because the instructions and stuff was with it. I'm like, oh, the remote. That's not the remote. That's just a piece of plastic. So that's unfortunate. That's going to hurt the value. You can get about $80 with the remote complete in good tested working condition. I think you can get more on Amazon even. But I won't sell it on Amazon without the remote. Actually, I might have a remote. I do have a Bose remote I just saw recently in my remote stash. So I'll check and see if it's actually compatible. Maybe we will sell it on Amazon. Either way, for $5, I could sell this without the remote for about 50, 60 bucks. We just picked up this pop figure. It was $1. It looks like it's selling for about $20 if I remember right. Same with this ink, the brand new sealed ink. Expired in 2020, so it's fairly recent. That's going to help it sell better. Looked like it was selling between $20 and $25. I wish it wasn't in the big package. It just cost me more to ship it. Usually they're in a smaller package, but hey, we'll take profit where we can get it. Paid $1 for that as well. We just picked up this Bible trivia game here. Not a Bible trivia, it's a Wonder Bible. I guess it just has the Bible on audio or something. I'm not really sure. I've come across these before. This one is open box. It looks to be new, and it was $1. You can sell these on eBay for $20 new. They're restricted on Amazon. So you know what? In this condition, I could probably sell it for 15 bucks. Again, I only paid $1 for it. So we'll still make about 8 bucks. Picked up this John Deere vintage sweatshirt. And yeah, it was $1. I don't think these are that sought after, but I can probably get about $20, $25 plus shipping for it. It was really hard to look through all the clothing just because of the way it's stacked. I hate when it's like that. Plus, it was just way too many people to just go through it thoroughly. So hopefully I got some good stuff. I definitely missed out on some good vintage hats. That's unfortunate. Got that purple bin to help carry stuff. It was $1. It's a pretty nice bin. It's worth $1. I got the Uniden Loud and Clear phone down there. Paid $3 for it. Looks like I can probably sell that for about $20, $25 plus shipping. But yeah, that's a pretty good haul. I don't know if we hit $200 profit on there, but still over 100. I'm happy with it. Hopefully tomorrow's rummage sale is at least as good, hopefully better. So here we are going into the next rummage sale, and while I was in line, I heard a woman who was working the night before setting stuff up tell a guy that she put a bunch of video games on the floor with boxes. So I'm excited. I'm trying to get there before that guy, but those people just would not get out of my way. So we're going over here where she was telling that guy to look, and it's like, maybe I can find him before him. However, I don't think either of us found any, so apparently she was wrong. She probably thought the CDs or the DVDs were video games. Probably didn't know what they were. So yeah, there are a couple like sports games, nothing great. But I do spot this Survivor game. You can make a little bit of money on these. So I went ahead and grabbed that, and guess what? I have my IKEA bag, so that's good. However, I have it rolled up right now, and I don't want to open it in this tight aisle. I think I've made a mistake coming here first, because now I'm boxed in to this tiny area. Everywhere I look, these people are like, let me out of here. I need to get to the electronics. I want to look there first. It's where some of the bigger money is for me. My electronics rival is here. He thought these were the electronics, so I'm going to go try to find him before he does and get past him, and we start looking around, but there's a lot of clothing, mountains of clothing. That's kind of exciting because I've been really into finding really cool vintage items, so I was happy to go through there. Where are we at now? Just still looking for the electronics. It's a really big rummage sale. And here's the table with the jewelry. We got all the people there. There's one of my dad's friends. If my dad was still alive, he'd be right here at this table looking through this jewelry. So yeah, I see some hats, and yeah, there's no competition right now. So I decided to go ahead and go through these hats because I knew that guy was here and he'd want to look through them. Actually, maybe I went through them later because I'm just walking away right now. I'm still like, I still don't want to look at the hats. I did find a couple really nice hats, so we'll go over those here in a bit when we get to the haul. But I'm like, what am I doing? I'm just like wandering around here like a fool. I am looking at the stuff though, obviously, but I feel like I'm going really slow, not in a hurry like I should be. But yeah, we're looking at the toys, trying to find something, some bags. Maybe there's some cool hero figures. There's a dinosaur, not Jurassic World or Jurassic Park. This was funny. There's a Barbie set over here, brand new. I touched it. I picked it up and I sat it back down. Later, I bought stuff, put it in my car, came back in to look for more, and then bought it. I didn't even notice it when I picked it up before. There's my electronics rival still. I asked him if he's found any electronics. He said no. I'm like, there's gotta be electronics. Ended up finding them and picked up a Sony under the cabinet system, and unfortunately it was just so late. I don't know what I could have missed there. Picked up a filter there. I was just walking by and noticed it new, and find some shoes. Look at all these shoes in this skinny hallway. It was a nightmare trying to look at these with people coming in through here. But yeah, we looked anyway. Didn't see any really good shoes. I picked up a pair of Nike Hyperdunk shoes, which I'm confused about, and they might be counterfeit. I could not find any information on them. I've never had a problem finding Nike. I just look up the model number and the UPC. Couldn't find any. Look at the jackets now, the coats. There's a Nike, the kids coat, kind of cool. If it was adults, I would probably pick it up, but I'm not really into buying kids clothing like that. So we just put that back. Look up here. There's a vintage Adidas jacket, which I was going to buy. These sell for about $20, $25, but had a big hole in it under the arm. So when I saw that, I just put it back. Just not worth my time dealing with that. As for jackets, coats, not really anything else that is amazing. So we moved on. There's the Barbie I ended up finding later. Brand new, sealed. It's amazing how I didn't notice it. I touched it the first time and didn't even notice it. And the second time I did. I just had other things on my mind, I guess. Yeah, still at this sale, I wish I would have looked more. Like, I'm seeing some toys that I didn't really notice. Like, what were those? It looked like some sort of VTech stuff. Probably should have looked those up or paid attention to them at least. Yeah, I have that problem. If anyone's watched my garage selling videos, I tend to just miss stuff a lot at garage sales. I don't know if I'm just in more of a hurry or what. especially rummage sales, because everyone's coming in at the same time. And, you know, you're getting first dibs basically, but you're getting first dibs with everybody else. So you kind of got to, you know, move a bit quicker. Looking at this clock, I didn't think it was really worth picking up. It was a name I didn't recognize. Again, no service. I couldn't look this stuff up. These rummage sales were deep in the country. So, and in these buildings, it can be hard to get service. So yeah, we just kept on going, looking for anything. Just kind of recording here, letting everybody see. I did get up quite a bit of stuff here. I've already put it in my car. Just trying to get some more footage because I didn't want to just, you know, come in, have some footage, grab stuff, and then leave. But yeah, we're just looking around. Let me know, of course, if you saw anything I missed. I'm sure there's plenty I missed. I've already pointed out things I missed. There's some knife blocks. Could be worth picking up. Some of the brands are. Over here is the electronics, and there's a lot of GPS TomToms and Garmins, but they're all mixed, like all the parts and manuals and chargers all mixed in different ways. I just didn't want to deal with it. They weren't high end by any means. When I was first looking at the electronics, I did notice, you know, some people picking up some good sealed, look like garage door openers and alarms and stuff like that. I couldn't get past the people to get to them. Here is a bidet, opened and actually a returned LPN. Who wants to buy a used bidet? Not me, and probably not too many people. Some big bulky electronics there that can maybe make you a little bit of money. Chances are the tape decks are not going to work, and I just don't want to deal with them because of the size. I got too much to deal with. That's why I'm leaving these. This one says it actually doesn't work on the top there, so I definitely don't want to mess with that. There's a phone back there. Didn't really notice if that was anything good. We got furniture up outside in this tent, and of course, you know, I don't buy and flip furniture, so just looking to see if there's anything cool. See what's out here. But yeah, it ended up being a pretty good rummage sale. Ended up getting some good stuff to make some good profit. I went through a lot of the clothing. It was really hard to go through, but I went through a lot of it and even got some. So let me show you. We are back home from the rummage sale. Time to go over what I found. Found some pretty decent stuff. Not as great as I was hoping, I suppose. You could always want for more, but we can't complain. We got some good profits happening. Ended up going back inside after I filled up my IKEA bag and my hands. Figured I'd look around a little bit more and found this Barbie clothing set, I guess it is. It's vintage. It looked like it was selling on eBay for about $35, $45. It is new. Surprised no one picked that up. Only paid $1 for it. Grabbed some Harry Potter books, just some paperback books. We lot those together, got 3 of them. Once I get a complete set, then I will sell them. I threw these briefs in my bag because I thought they were vintage. I didn't really look them over. I was just going through some boxes and there they were, so I just tossed them in the bag. Got them home though, and I realized, oh, they're like 2013, so they're not actually vintage. Vintage underwear, new like this, does sell very well. Still, I think I can sell these for about 20 bucks plus shipping, it looked like. It seemed like maybe like 17 something plus shipping when I scanned the UPC. I almost didn't buy them because I thought they'd be like $1. A lot of this stuff wasn't priced. And she's like, $4. And I'm like, didn't really want to pay $4. Everything else is so cheap. Why are these $4? But I didn't say that, but I just went ahead and bought them. So yeah, we'll make some money on those. Right here, we got this Survivor game. I don't know what the price on some of this stuff was. My whole total today was $18 and like 50 cents, something like that. This Survivor game, I think, was $1. And it sells on Amazon pretty well. I think I'll make about $15 profit on that. Then again, being in this building, I didn't have any phone service, so we bought some stuff blind. I tried the Star Hop and Space Hop board games, and I figured I could lot these together. I think it was Space Hop was selling for about $20 plus shipping, $25 plus shipping. Star Hop, there wasn't as many on eBay, and I think they had them priced up to like $45. However, there were no solds on those, so I'm not sure, you know, if that's just less popular or it was just because it was priced high. I'm going to lot them together. I'm probably going to price them $30 plus shipping. Picked up a pair of Nike Hyperdunk shoes, and I'm really confused. I think these could be counterfeit. They really don't seem like they would be counterfeit to me. Some shoe experts out there can let me know. Let me get a little picture of the tag here. I don't know if you can see it in there, But I looked up the model number and the UPC on Google and eBay. I could not find any comps for these, any information that they even exist. But if you look up similar comps for Hyperdunk shoes from 2010 that are white in this style, the prices range anywhere from $40 to over $100. So I really don't know what I can make on these. I'm just going to estimate $20 profit. I think I paid $1 for this filter, and I can make about $10 profit selling it on eBay. It's brand new. So we got a couple hats here, and I was happy to find them. At the thrift store or the rummage sale yesterday, a guy bought a bunch of nice looking hats, and he was there today. So, you know, I got a few good ones. I don't know if he ended up getting any or not. I could tell he was interested though, the way he was staring at the hats that I was picking up. So yeah, I grabbed this one. I knew this was a good one. Sports specialities hats are always good. Couldn't find this exact one on eBay, but some of the vintage hats similar to this, or even lesser than this, I would say we're selling 70 to $100. So, you know, I would probably price this minimum $50. Then I just picked up the Chicago Cubs hat. It's a fan favorites hat. It's not worth a whole lot. Maybe you can get, you know, $15 for it. Picked up these candle holders. Couldn't look them up, so I just kind of bought these blind coronet plate. So I looked these up, and it looked like they're not selling for a whole lot. I mostly bought them because I thought I kind of liked them and kind of wanted to put them around my house to see how they look. But selling both of these together, I think you can sell them for about $30. I paid $3 a piece for them. And here's the big money maker of this sale. We got this Sony under the cabinet CD player, weather radio, has the remote, has the hardware, and that means I can sell it on Amazon as long as it works properly. We're test it. It was only $3. I'll easily make minimum $100 profit on this if it works. And then we got some vintage clothing. There was so much clothing I tried to look through. It was all stacked up like mountains. It was hard to look through, but we picked out a few things. This Lee Sport Cleveland Browns sweatshirt. This is pretty nice. I've seen some comps of some that I don't think were as good as this one, selling for about $45. Of course, football season is over and sweatshirt season is ending, so probably won't get a sale on this for a while. But come this fall, I'm going to price this minimum $30 plus shipping. Then we just got some vintage t-shirts. 1997 Jeff Gordon Competitors View shirt. These are nothing special. They were just $1 a piece, and I just grabbed them. Planet Hollywood, definitely nothing special. And we got just a vintage 1997 shirt with something stupid on it, and a Colorado USA vintage t-shirt. So these were all $1. And you get various prices for these, 15, 20 bucks. I'm not a clothing seller, but I love to pick up vintage stuff. I know people who sell vintage clothing, so, you know, we can trade or pass it along to them or just save it. A lot of the stuff, I just get excited about finding it, like the vintage hats, because it's kind of like, how cool of a vintage clothing item can I actually find? You know, it's kind of a challenge. Just something to spice up the thrifting and the garage selling. But it felt good going to those rummage sales. It had been a while since I went to a good rummage sale, and 2 back-to-back. Very nice. Really looking forward to yard sale season, especially after last year. Should be a good year. We got a lot of community sales coming up. We're just going to go. We're going to have a good time. We're going to see what we can find, if we can make some money, if we can find any cool vintage stuff. So make sure you're subscribed, you're following me, you've rung that bell. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, flipping_junk. Make sure to smash that like button before you go. This has been Wick. Till next time.